No contact or radio silence. Which one do I use? Hello and welcome to Love Advice TV. If this is your first time visiting the channel, then welcome. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can become part of the community. And if you've been part of the community already for quite some time, then welcome back. My name is Danny, and I'm one of the head coaches here for the With My Ex Again project and the Happily Committed project, and obviously the channel that we are on right now, which is Love Advice TV. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, we are talking about the differences of no contact and radio silence and which one should you apply. The reason why I created this video is because it is something, it's a question that I get asked a lot, right? Understanding the differences between a no contact period and a radio silence, because for a lot of people, it seems pretty similar, but obviously there are different nuances to it, and there are different reasons for why we'd apply each one. So depending on your situation, right? And usually, so for example, if we were having a one-on-one coaching session and you were sitting directly in front of me and we were having a conversation about your situation, there would be questions that I would ask in order to understand your situation a little bit better and to be able to recommend or to apply a specific strategy, whether it be no contact or radio silence, right? And some of those questions would be along the lines of, okay, how severe was the breakup, right? Was there a lot of anger? Was there a lot of animosity? Was there frustration? Were you guys yelling at each other? When is the last time that you guys communicated? Is the level of communication productive or is it negative? If you try to express yourself or explain yourself to your ex, whether it be you're the person that broke up with them or you're the person that got broke up with, what is the quality of the conversation? Are you guys able to get through a conversation without arguing? Is that not a possibility? How are you feeling in this moment? Do you feel like you are emotionally and mentally ready to be able to try to reconcile, repair, get back with your ex? These series of questions are important because it helps for you to come to an understanding of where you're at, right? How you are feeling, what you think would be best for you moving forward. And sometimes it's difficult for us to be able to gauge that because we are in the experience itself. So if you feel like you are still incredibly upset, angry, sad about the breakup, it's very difficult for you to have a conversation with your ex without getting into an argument. It never really seems like you guys get anywhere or you resolve anything, then a no contact is probably the best option for you at this time. And the reason being is because it allows you to take space. It gives you the opportunity to ground yourself, to recenter yourself, to focus on you, to try to work through any anger or frustration that you may have, unpack any triggers that you may have. Maybe it has to do with your self-esteem and your self-confidence and feeling like you may have lost yourself within the relationship and coming back to yourself, rediscovering yourself, being that person you were before the relationship or in the beginning of the relationship where you were a lot more carefree and trusting and vulnerable and communicative, right? So whatever the situation may be, if you feel like you are not emotionally and mentally ready to talk to your ex because you're all over the place, then a no contact is the best thing for you to do. It will position you to have a better shot down the line of reconnecting and reestablishing a line of communication with your ex in order to rebuild, reattract, and potentially reconcile. Now, if you've already gone through a no contact period and you've come to a place where you are okay with the outcome either way, right? So if your ex decides that they do not want to get back with you, you are okay with that because you have decided for yourself that you are going to be happy, that you are going to choose you first. You are going to prioritize yourself first. And you want to open up the lines of communication, or maybe your ex wants to open up the lines of communication with you, then at that point, I would consider implementing more of a radio silence. And a radio silence essentially is there is communication between the two of you, but you are waiting for your ex or your partner to engage, right? They are the ones that should be investing the energy and the time into trying to communicate with you. Now, that does not mean that you're going to just allow them to continue to text and call and text and call, and you're not going to reciprocate or invest any energy at all. No, it's about them taking the lead. And what that does is it helps validate for you that they are trying, or they are at least willing to invest some kind of energy into building a new dynamic, whatever that dynamic may be. Also, if you broke up, but it was an amicable breakup and you were still considering or wanting to trying to rebuild the relationship, then a radio silence may be better than a no contact period, especially if you are emotionally and mentally in a good spot. Because for some people, every breakup is not, okay, as soon as you break up, everything goes to shit and you have to try to really kind of gather the pieces of yourself and all of that. For some people, that is the case. For others, not so much, right? For others, there's been a period of time already that you kind of grieved the relationship within the relationship because you knew it wasn't going the way that you wanted it to go. And once the relationship ends, if there is not animosity and frustration and anger, it's okay to initiate or utilize a radio silence instead of a no contact. But at the end of the day, right, either a radio silence or no contact is completely up to you. These are recommendations. These are suggestions that I have, but you have to do what feels right for you. And if you do not know what to choose, if you feel like you are completely lost and you have no idea how to move forward, I would highly recommend booking a one-on-one coaching session. I am telling you, it can change your perspective and it can change the trajectory of the relationship itself, right? Helping you achieve your goals. And sometimes when we are in the experience itself, right, and we are firsthand witnessing what's going on, it can be difficult to make a decision because you're emotionally invested in this. And you're also mentally invested in this. And this is somebody that you may have envisioned spending the rest of your life with, and now that's no longer the case. So how do you navigate? How do you manage, right? I am more than happy to support you through that process. I am more than happy to give you my recommendations, apply specific strategy depending on what your circumstance or your situation is, and help you to become unstuck. To make your life easier, I will just attach a link in the description box down below for the one-on-one coaching sessions, and you can just click on that. It'll take you directly to the webpage. You can book your session, and we can get to work right away. Also, if you are new to the channel, there is a little thing called a comment box down below. Make sure you are leaving your comments, any questions that you may have, any concerns, your own personal story, what you want to see next, right? And if you've been part of the community for quite some time, make sure you're also engaging in that comment section. At the end of the day, this community, this channel was created for you. So your opinions matter, your thoughts matter, your experience matters. And it's what I look at to try to create content that I feel would be helpful for you. So ask any questions that you may have. I will try to answer as many as I possibly can. My name is Danny. I'm your life and relationship coach. I hope you found this video helpful. And again, if you feel like you need more information, I am more than happy to help you with that. Utilize the link in the description box down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.